I understand, but as I say, I was just pointing out that that banner was not mentioning them personally. It was mentioning the UAF members that had urinated on a war memorial.
Well, know what they're saying,
and it was also saying that Unite the Trade Union actually funds groups like that.
My knowledge is not good enough on that.
No,
and it's not good enough on it. You know, it's not something getting checked today. Yeah. You know, if this happens again, I will check in the meantime. And if you track the case, I will let you use the banner. I actually think that kid should have went to jail. I should have went to jail for a while as well. So next forces, I still go to Remembrance Day and all the rest of it, and I thought it was disgusting. So, that's true. I'd want to put them up. Okay? Alright.
Right, as you can see, this poster I've got in front of me here is a quotation from a guy who was called Voltaire. And I'll read it out to you. I mean, essentially, it's the essence of democracy. I disapprove of what you say, but will defend to the death your right to say it. Now, we are quite happy for them to say what they believe in. We don't have a problem with it. So why can't we have free speech? The BNP are not allowed to have free speech. We're giving this leaflet out today. Are you being brainwashed? And anyone who gets it, we're going to put it on the internet. It's two-sided. The hidden power of words, they use words such as far right, extreme far right, racist, all sorts of nonsensical terms. The word racist, if you're looking at a Victorian dictionary, it doesn't appear anywhere in a Victorian dictionary. It was actually invented by a mass murderer named Leon Trotsky, who was one of their crowd, a left-winger, you know, communist, ardent, murderous communist. He invented the word racist, or racialist as it used to be known, to denigrate the opposition, to stop people speaking what they felt. So people need to wake up to what's going on in this country. So thanks very much for your support. Good morning. We're outside Liverpool Crown Court, where Peter Tierney has been getting the result of what was going to happen to him, what's sort of after the verdict, which is a totally abortion of a crime. Peter did nothing whatsoever, and the thugs who attacked him and the rest of our people, some of them are standing just across the way. You can perhaps film them later. But Pete's just come out after getting the sentence, so we'll ask him how he went on. Morning, Pete.
Hi,
How'd it go, mate?
Well, from what the judge gave me, it's obvious that the judge has seen the case as a bit of it was an amusing case. He gave me 100 hours community service. He also seen the injustice, but because I did get found guilty because of the jury, he couldn't sway the jury. Even after the first time the case collapsed, the judge actually advised the Crown prosecution to drop the case, which the reply was from the Crown prosecution that they couldn't because it comes from higher up. The second time we went in for the trial, the judge actually tried to guide the jury into a not guilty plea, but still the jury went out 1 hour and come back in smiling with a unanimous guilty plea, which is it was total injustice. Looks like a selective tick box jury. So I've got the judge had given me 100 hours community service, so I mean he's given it the lowest grade of a criminal act that you could give it. He was almost laughing himself.
Do you think he was acknowledging that you hadn't done anything wrong?
Yeah, you could see that. So I have to accept the way that the justice system is today, and so be it. 100 hours community service, but I'm sure they're going to try and. I mean, this case is always. Any case about the BNP is always about trying to criminalise and demonise for the sheeple to absorb in their brains out there that we're all racist, fascist thugs. It's a load of rubbish.
Absolutely right, yeah. And as you know, Peter, we also saw in the court that the CCTV film from the park was shown, and it was clear that you and your group were just walking along doing nothing whatsoever, and you were clearly attacked by two men, one of whom is standing up across the way, and the jury saw that. So how on earth did they come back with a guilty verdict?
Well, I'm afraid to say that nationalists in this country have no law that protects them.
Would you say we're the new Jews?
Well, yeah. We should have a star on. We should have some sort of mark on us, like we are the new heretic, the new heresy. We're outcast people, and the government condones violence towards us. It's like Nick Griffin. What happened with Nick Griffin? The establishment actually condoned and even was given a reward for somebody to throw a chapati at Nick Griffin. That's like a signal to kill him. You know, they might disguise it in some sort of humorous way, but really, to them, radicals out there, it's a signal to do damage and harm.
So the law is definitely one-sided. I mean, a couple of examples is John Prescott. Somebody had a go at him, and he had a fight with the guy. John Prescott wasn't prosecuted yet. Nick Griffin out on the Parliament Green was battered with eggs and stones and sticks and all sorts, and the police stood by and folded their arms, and none of those people were arrested. You know, and what you've had is a similar situation to that.
Well, left-wing politics, left-wing law, left-wing education, left-wing everything is a left-wing, and if you think left-wing, if you live left-wing, they have the protection of left-wing, left-wing, left-wing.
Could I just make a point there, Mike?
Clive's come down all the way from up in the northwest to help Peter today.
Yes.
Thanks for coming, Clive.
No worries, Mike. There's a lot of people came down. There's myself and some Cumbrians. There's people there from Salford, Manchester, from Burnley, Pendle, from all over the northwest really, to support our friend and colleague. And just listening to the conversation there, what I'd like to say is that we might be under pressure from the authority, from the police, but we're certainly not pariahs as far as the British public are concerned. Because I've been with you today, people shaking your hands in that court. I've been down the streets with Nick Griffin, and he's a national hero. There's no question about
Absolutely
it.
Right.
So when you're saying we're pariahs by a very minority of the country, not the population, by some of the establishments, the police, and by all the left-wing authorities. But in general, the British public see a trial like this, and I don't think you're being criminalised there. I don't think you're being criminalised for defending some of the pensioners that's behind us here, supporting you today. It's something that any proper human being should do, to be honest, is to get in the way of a violent charge and stop people doing violence against pensioners and ladies.
Absolutely right.
So you're not criminalised, Peter. In fact, as you can see by the support you've got here, this will get us support, because what you did there was a brave act, and you should be respected for it, not given community hours, my friend.
Thanks for coming down. And I'd just like to say thanks to everybody that's turned up from right around the northwest and Wales, and it's been like humble, you know, to have all this support. So thanks, Mike, for coming over.
Congratulations.